there's a group called Group M. And if you look online, you find Group M is this global, claims to be the biggest global media company, though it's not really clear from all the BS on their website exactly what they do, but they're involved in advertising and, if you like, the certification of wokeness for international media companies and national media companies. I'm just going to quote what was published in Stop Press. Group M is working with Internews, the world's largest media support non-profit. What the hell is a media support non-profit? As part of a global partnership announced in February in New Zealand. I missed that. It wasn't reported by our media. Group M and Internews are launching with a list of 25 metro and regional news sites on board that have been vetted. Vetted for what? They include Stuff, NZME, Business Desk, News Hub and One News, and will continue to expand. So we have a global non-profit vetting our media outlets. And I think it is beholding on Stuff, NZME, Business Desk, News Hub and One News to explain what they have been vetted for and what requirements they are required to meet to pass vetting by Group M and Internews. I have tried on numerous occasions to talk to anyone from Group M about exactly what they do, and I have had complete crickets for about a year. Here, and therefore I must speculate, and here is my suspicion, that Group M with Internews has set a series of rules for how woke your organisation has to be, for the fact that it's got to have DEI, it's got to believe in systemic racism, that white people are bad, that we have to decolonise. And if you don't believe that, and if you publish stories that do not support that point of view, they will mark you as unsafe. And they will recommend to advertisers and advertising agencies that they do not buy advertising with your news organisation, which would explain, and here's why I speculate in that regard, which would explain why the Herald and NZME have refused to take ads from people like Hobson's Pledge, Stop Co-Governance, the Jewish Council of New Zealand. I believe there is a standover grift, a mafia-like tactic similar to Rainbow Tick being exercised, and the evidence suggests that is being exercised on some of our biggest legacy media companies. And I think that it is beholden on those organisations who now only have 27% trust from the New Zealand reading, viewing, listening public. It is beholding on those organisations to be transparent and come clean with New Zealanders as to what they have signed up to. They weren't transparent and clean when they signed deals about their attitude to the Treaty of Waitangi in return for $55 million at least of government funding. And if you want to win back the trust of the public, and if Mr. Grennan's going to make any difference, at a very granular level, these organisations have got to start being honest with us. I will make this admission. Advertising has been difficult for us. The people who advertise with us get fantastic results if they're aligned with our very strong and very dedicated audience. But on more than one occasion, we have been very close to doing major commercial deals, and then for reasons we cannot imagine, everything goes quiet. I suspect, though I cannot prove, that Group M and this vetting process, which we have never been invited to take part in, is part of that problem. Still, the platform is here, and we are not going anywhere. So Group M And tomorrow I'll name the people involved in Group M in New Zealand and name them specifically, unless they ring me today. Contact me today and explain what on earth it is that you are vetting our news organisations for. And those news organisations, Stuff, NZ, Me, Business Desk, News Hub and One News, they need to explain what they have signed up for. It is a serious issue. It has not been covered and will not be covered by anyone else. But I serve notice that this is a story I will not let die.